This is a very, I don't know, sensitive, controversial, a taboo question. No one ever asked this question to a social gathering. So if you're uncomfortable hearing this kind of question, I suggest you stop watching now. So first, a disclaimer: nothing I say is absolute, nor do I claim that this is the right way of perceiving things. This is just another human being's perspective. So before I proceed to the topic, I just want to let you know that I am creating a webcomic or webtoon. It is about a crown prince of a very powerful empire that bears a curse that will turn him into a mindless demon as he ages. And lots of power struggles with all the kings and the nobles that is hungry for power. And the crown prince basically struggles to find the will to fight the curse, and his mere existence is banned in the empire. But his grandfather chose to save him in the hopes of a cure. And yeah, if that sounds interesting, the title is Land of the Gods and Webtoon on Tapas. And if you are watching this on YouTube, you can find the link on the comment section. On TikTok, you can find the link on my Instagram bio, and you can find my Instagram on my profile here on TikTok. Last alternative is you can search it up on Google or in the app Webtoon or Tapas itself. So yeah, let's go back to the topic. Why live? This is an existential question, and the very sound of it makes me want to bury my head in the sand because I want to remain ignorant. But no one can remain ignorant for too long. One way or another, life's gonna slap us all. What I noticed, there are two types of people when it comes to questioning the reason for existence. The first type, for the sake of the discussion, I will name them non-askers. These type, they live their lives without even questioning why. Maybe they have this instinctual why already in their body. Like they have ancient wisdom perhaps, in a sense that they see life as meaningful without questioning it. That's beyond their mind. I don't know, just a speculation. Another reason would be that they're so in tune with the community. Their sense of individuality is lost in the mass. Because we are social animals, we instinctively find being part in a community as meaningful. Even if we don't know the concept in our head, quote unquote, it just feels right. And so they simply do what everyone's doing without questioning it because it feels right. No point of questioning things that feels right. Right? And the other type of people, I call these people extremists. And I am one of these people. Extremist feels the meaningless of life despite being in a community. It goes batshit crazy when everything is fine, but it doesn't feel right. So these people have an extreme need for meaning, and most of us are likely to find meaning also in a very extreme situations. And the next question would be, where can we find this sense of meaning then? So our life basically consists of relationship and work. Relationship, i.e. family, friends, intimate, and work means our means to make a living and our role in a community. So our life revolves around this area. We feel that everything is great, etc. No technical explanations because it is subjective. So we derive our sense of meaning or why to these things: relationship and work. So what happens when we have those but still feel that meaningless void? I can't really answer that question for you because each one of us has different reasons why. There are psychologists that believes that it's mainly brain chemistry, this fucking with our brain, purely physical, but not all psychologists share that belief because Psychology is still relatively new, and there are lots of things we don't know about our brains and how they work. So we can speculate further about these things because the science is still yet to discover it. And I will tell you my personal belief. I believe that our existential pain is not physical or chemical imbalance. Rather, chemical imbalance is the symptom, not the cause. I actually believe it to be a calling to our true selves. And please let me explain. So when I felt the existential pain or angst, it was my quote-unquote true self calling to me, that my persona or the character that I created for the community is not me, because we are not tabula rasa or blank slate. We are born with personal instincts that is begging to be expressed and developed. So long story short, my experience of angst was actually an awakening. Awakening means awareness of myself, my deepest drives, what excites me, and how I can construct my own beliefs, my characters, my principles. And that is my personal experience. But I'm gonna go back to exploring the second type, the extremist. And yeah, they want everything to be at the extreme. When it comes to relationship, for example, friendship, an extremist, wants a very profound connection, one that really communicates the truth with each other. A conversation doesn't stay at the shallow pool, but dive into the profoundness of each person. You know, the juicy conversation when we talk about weaknesses, anxieties, trauma. I literally feed off of that. I want to know the person behind his or her persona. That's the two type, basically. You get the gist. All in all, everyone needs meaning. Psychologist Carl Jung said that, and I quote, man cannot stand a meaningless life. The first type, which I called the non-asker, they just have a very low threshold for meaning. The second type just have a higher threshold for meaning. As an example, imagine boredom. Some people are entertained with light things, and then there are people that are entertained when life and death are at stake, like, extreme sports. Friedrich Nietzsche, one of the great philosophers of modern times, said that he who has a why can bear any how. And that why is basically our sense of meaning. So finding our why is a very personal journey. It comes with knowing ourselves, our drives, what makes us excited about life, what makes us curious, what makes our heart sings. So in a sense, when you're in a mind state of questioning your why, well, don't take this as the only way. The main thing that I did when I experienced that angst is I reconnected with myself. And to do that, I needed to isolate myself from everything. I did not have a conscious choice or will to choose, because it was a matter of need for me. Like, I need to drink water kind of need. Isolation is really painful at the start, but it is really worth it. And also, journaling really helps. Just writing your thoughts, even if it doesn't make any sense, just write it. And your feelings too. And in that way, you're like talking to yourself. And also, read a lot of books. But before you read books, here's the thing that I wished I knew when I started reading, because reading is really dangerous. I mean, when I read, I open my mind to the information that I'm reading. So basically, I'm in a receptive mode. I'm not closed, so whatever I'm reading somehow instantly goes in my head. But what I've learned over time as I read is that I should check the credibility of the author, because like you should read Carl Jung, Nietzsche, all those great philosophers with very strong credibility. So yeah, you can do that, but you can also create your own way, because we all have different ways of handling situations, and that's just my way of doing it. So everyone needs a why to continue living in this absurd and beautiful world. And there's no final answer to our why, so don't feel pressured, because it's really transformative. It changes, but you have to have a why. It is a matter of needs. Because you can create an order in your daily life according to your why. Goals, etc. As humans, we are wired to be aiming at something. Our brain releases feel-good chemicals as we aim at some higher goals and move towards life. But, a huge but, having a why doesn't make life magically easy. What it does is it reorients you. You can point your position in relation to your goal, and also it gives you a huge energy at the mere idea that you choose this kind of suffering willingly. That mere idea that you choose life every day gives me, and maybe you, who knows, a sense of empowerment. Charles Bukowski, a great American poet, said, and I quote, "For all things will kill you, both slowly and fastly, but it's much better to be killed by a lover." I am not a pessimist, but it is ignorance to deny that life does not contain suffering. It is a fact, like the sky is blue kind of fact, but yeah, that's my take on it. I hope you get something out of this. And don't forget to check my webcomic, because I really like to push the story forward. If you like this kind of content, I create this kind of videos every week, and I also release time-lapse drawing of my webcomic every day as a short. And yeah, subscribe and turn on the notifications so you won't miss an upload. And yeah, that is all. I hope you have a good day or night wherever you are. And I'm sending you peace and love. I'm gonna end this video with a Nietzsche quote. To live is to suffer. To survive is to find meaning in the suffering.